Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Morning Mimosas. I'm Slightly Drunk Gaming, and today's topic is going to be something that I've noticed has been a trend over the last 20 years. When we first started playing Nerf when I was a kid, you pretty much just had the equivalent of what were muskets back then. You had to load the dart in the front, you had to pull it back, you had to fire, and you would fire maybe one or two darts every couple of seconds. Then progressively, things got a little bit more exciting, and nowadays you can buy a Nerf flak jacket. That's right, a tactical vest with magazines and extra rounds. Yep, power creep is real. It's Nerf, or it's nothing. Next up, you've got this. Now this is what's called the N-Strike Elite Hyperfire Blaster. This thing comes with a 25 dart drum, and it can fire up to 5 darts per second with fresh batteries. I mean, that's insane. I mean, when I was a kid, we had the Hyperfire, and that was like total pump action. I mean, you really had to get that thing filled up with air, and it took you a while, which was a good way to sort of keep the playing field balanced, because, you know, if you just throw batteries in something like this, all you have to do is switch out for a fresh drum, and you're just firing all day long. And look, it's a little bit like a Hell Regal in that regard. I guess my biggest complaint is as these Nerf guns have gotten more and more complex, the ability to mod them and sort of just, you know, take out the restrictors, add new springs, add a little bit more range to them, that's all gone by the wayside. I mean, I took one apart the other day, and it was like surgery. And now Nerf says don't take them apart. They don't want you to take them apart. They don't want you taking out the restrictors. They don't want you changing them up. They don't want you adding better range to them or anything like that. They're designed in a very particular way, and Nerf gets unhappy when you do it. So don't do it. Next up is this. Now this is the Nerf Raptor Strike, and this thing is insane. It's a great long distance sniper rifle. It's got 18 darts that come with it from the AccuStrike series, which I think all that really means is that the nose of the dart, it's a little bit heavier. Now when we were kids, we would just take off the little rubber tips, and then we would just add hot glue to the end of them, because the added weight just helped the dart fly that much better. And actually, if you got really good at it, you could add little nose cones to them, and they became sort of like armor piercing. Now this Raptor Strike has a bipod, it's got 2 magazines, and then it's also got some little pop-up flip-up sights, which are just absolutely great. I mean, I just love how much detail Nerf puts into these things. I mean, there's a lot of love that goes into it, and there's just a lot of attention to detail. Mag guards, trigger guards, mag locks. I mean, it's just, this is stuff that we never had when we were kids. And if you're not buying things like this for your kid, then you know you don't love your kid. Say hello to the Nerf N-Strike Elite Rhino Fire Blaster. Now, this comes with 2 magazines. That's right, 2, which is better than 1, on either side of a tripod mounted heavy cannon. I mean, the only thing that would make this any better as a platform is if you got your kid one of those like Power Wheels that was like one of the Jeeps, and then you mounted this to the back so that your 3-year-old kid could have a technical all his own and just roll around and fire this. It comes with 2 25 dart drums. It comes with 50 elite darts, and it's got alternating fire from those 2 magazines. And I just love that. I mean, you know, you sit there and you've got this kid just rolling around on the back of their Power Wheel with one of these. I mean, that's how you win Father of the Year right there, or Mother of the Year. You know, Nerf doesn't know gender. It's okay. Get your daughters Nerf guns. Get them Nerf guns. Start them early. Teach those boys in the neighborhood who's boss. I think the only thing that you're really going to have to remember, though, is that the cost on some of these is a little bit extreme. I mean, this is $150 nearest makes no difference. So that Father of the Year or that Mother of the Year award, yeah, that's not exactly going to come cheaply. Other nice little feature on this is you can remove the tripod so that you can carry it around, sort of like the Terminator. I mean, and what better way to play with your kids then you give all the kids all the different Nerf guns in the arsenal, and then you just walk around with some cardboard armor on front of you and this in your hands. Because if they don't remember that, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Last up on this list is just, I mean, it's just where we've come as a society. It's not enough that you get out there and you play with your friends. Now you can just send the drone to do your fighting for you. It's the Nerf N-Strike Elite Terror Scout. Now, it's all-terrain, which those treads don't look real serious, so it's probably going to get confused by things like curbs and probably heavy grass. But as long as you're playing in your backyard, I don't see any reason why it would have a problem. It's got a live video feed to your kid who's going to have that little controller in their hands, and they're going to send that out, and it's going to go and it's going to do their fighting for them. It comes with 18 darts. It's got a little magazine that you just feed it into the side, sort of like an old style Sten gun. It's going to require 4 AAA batteries, and then it's going to have one real large nickel battery in it that's going to power the unit essentially. So if you get them this, make sure you charge the batteries ahead of time and make sure you put the batteries in it ahead of time, because, you know, your kid's going to unbox this on Christmas and be like, yay! And you're going to sit there and say, all right, you got to wait 6 hours before you can play. And they're going to go, no! So, yeah. Batteries, charge them ahead of night. I mean, that's really the best way to do it. Although, seriously, at the end of the day, this is the most expensive unit, coming in at $230. So you could get 5 of the drums for the other one. You could get 2 practically of the heavy bipod tripod machine guns. I mean, this is fun as a one-off, but really at the end of the day, your kid's going to get bored of this because all they're doing is they're just controlling the RC. Just get them something that they can carry, that they can run around with themselves. They're going to have so much more fun. I mean, the only reason I even threw this on this list was just because it's like, where have we gone? I mean, at what point did we sit down and say that this was needed? So, nice little feature. It's a neat little thing. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. I know this is sort of a random episode, but like and subscribe, follow us for more, and cheers, mate.